Title: I almost lost everything. I never thought one phone call could change my life forever. It was a typical Tuesday evening. I had just finished dinner with my wife Lisa and our two kids, Emily and Jake. We were sitting in the living room watching a movie when my phone rang. "Hey, this is Mark," I answered, not recognizing the number. "Mr. Johnson, this is Officer Reynolds from the local police department. We need you to come down to the station immediately. It's about your wife." My heart dropped. I looked at Lisa, who was engrossed in the movie, and tried to keep my voice steady. "Is everything okay?" "Just come to the station, Mr. Johnson. It's urgent." I hung up, my mind racing. I told Lisa I had to run out for a bit and would be back soon. She looked at me with concern, but I forced a smile and assured her everything was fine. The drive to the station was a blur. When I arrived, Officer Reynolds met me at the front desk and led me to a small interrogation room. My mind was spinning with possibilities. Had Lisa been in an accident? Was she in trouble? "Mr. Johnson, please have a seat," he said, closing the door behind us. I sat down, my hands trembling. "What's this about, officer?" He took a deep breath. "We received an anonymous tip about your wife. They claimed she was involved in some illegal activities." I felt a wave of disbelief. "Lisa, there's no way. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's never been involved in anything illegal." He slid a folder across the table. "I understand, but we had to investigate. We found these in your home." I opened the folder and saw photos of large sums of cash, bags of what looked like drugs, and documents with Lisa's name on them. My stomach churned. This couldn't be real. There had to be a mistake. "I don't understand," I whispered. "How did this happen?" Officer Reynolds sighed. "It looks like someone was using your home as a stash house. The anonymous tipster provided detailed information that led us to these findings." My mind raced. Who could have done this? And why? I thought of Lisa and our kids. How would I explain this to them? "Can I talk to her?" I asked. "She's in another room, but I can arrange it," he replied. A few minutes later, I was led to a different room where Lisa was sitting, her face pale and eyes wide with fear. I could see she had been crying. "Mark," she said, her voice trembling, "I swear I didn't know anything about this." I believed her. I knew Lisa. There was no way she was involved in something like this. But the evidence was damning. "We'll figure this out," I said, trying to sound confident. "We'll get a lawyer and clear your name." The next few weeks were a nightmare. Lisa was released on bail, and we hired the best lawyer we could afford. The kids sensed something was wrong, but we tried to shield them from the details. The media got wind of the story, and our lives were turned upside down. We discovered that Lisa's estranged brother, who had a history of drug abuse and crime, had been using our address for his operations. He had hidden everything in our home without our knowledge. With this new information, our lawyer was able to build a case proving Lisa's innocence. Months later, Lisa was exonerated. The charges were dropped and her name was cleared. But the ordeal left scars. Our trust in people was shattered, and it took a long time to rebuild our sense of security. I'll never forget that night, the fear and uncertainty, but it also reminded me of the strength of our family. We stood by each other, and in the end, we came out stronger.